trying to find the original. God, God damn it.
That happened a lot when I was looking for Bad by Michael Jackson.
God damn it. God damn it, Bobby.
Like, I found the remix.
Dad, I didn't do anything this time. Bullshit, you didn't do anything.
Oh, wait, it wasn't Bad, it was, Beat It. Like, I found the one with Fergie. Ugh. Okay, so we now apparently have a live connection, despite the fact that the button never showed up. So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Unofficial Commentary on Jurassic World.
Holy fucking shit, it's a dinosaur. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Oh my fucking god. Fucking dinosaur. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
I have never seen this movie, I don't think. Not in its entirety, at least.
What do you mean? You claim that it's one of the worst movies.
That's the weird thing, because, like, looking back on it, I've definitely seen all of it at various points in times. I don't think I've ever watched it all the way through.
That's strange.
Like, I've watched bits of it, and then I watched more bits of it, and then I watched more bits of it. And I was like, I know I don't really like it, but I've never watched it all the way through in one sitting.
Well, today's the day.
Like, I had the weirdest thing was I had like an HD version of the movie, like a week before it came out, and I watched like the first 30 minutes of it, and my computer crapped out on decoding like the last bit of the movie, so I was like, oh, okay. And then when the movie came out later, I got like something else, and I watched more of it. Like, I skipped over like the first 30 minutes or so. I was like, okay, I don't really care. And then I just didn't watch the rest of it, and then I saw the ending in like clips and stuff, and I was like, okay. It, I, I've seen it, but I haven't, you know.
Right. So let's get down
And
to it.
and that's also like me having to rely on my shitty memory for this. So, take that with a grain of salt.
I don't know how I end up having a better memory than you do, but life finds a way.
Life finds a way to fuck with my brain. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Had to. The damn thing ended up. Let me.
Take this opportunity to untangle the cable from my Xbox controller.
Alright. So now I'm at 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Alright. So,
Now.
3, 2, 1.
And now we get the new fancy schmancy Universal Studios logo.
Because this movie was made like 12 years after Jurassic Park 3?
14 years.
14 years. Didn't it come out in like 2014, 2015? I thought Jurassic Park 3 was like 2001.
Alex, this came out months after Age of Ultron.
Okay.
And also, this outgrossed Age of Ultron.
Huh.
Hey, look, it's that one studio that's known for making good Godzilla movies.
A year after their Godzilla movie.
Ooh. The aspect ratio for this movie is interesting.
Yeah, it's not quite as tall as the first three, but it's definitely not like CinemaScope.
CinemaScope. That'll probably be the next movie.
Oi mate, why is your baby doing a so bad CG?
I'm not sure if that's CG. I think it might be practical.
Well, if it isn't
But
CG, they made it look like bad CG because it's just got like this weird. Yeah, I think that's CG because it's got this weird little like wiggle effect going on. Like the rest of the dinosaur looked all right, but it was the hand.
ooh, the Indominus. And meanwhile, we get at what dinosaurs have and theoretically evolved into birds.
I thought they brought back the dodo. They
Hey,
should bring back the dodo. The dodo is incredibly lame
yeah,
and
but
deserves a second chance at life.
oh, we got two actors from the MCU here.
Yeah. It's the kid from Iron Man 3, isn't it?
Yep, and you'll never guess who that is.
I won't, apparently. Who is that?
She's from Ant-Man.
That's not Evangeline Lilly, is it?
No,
Okay, who is it?
it's the ex-wife.
Oh, yeah, I don't pay any attention to her, really. Also, Beats by Dre. Eh.
But then again, we've got another MCU actor as the star of this movie.
And Gwen Stacy from Spider-Man 3.
Yep.
I've
It's
used those headphones. They do not have very good fitment on the ears.
So Michael Bay lied to you.
Eh. Beats by Dre sort of improved their fitment, but like for as high
Their
quality
sound
as
quality.
yeah, for as high quality as the builds kind of try to be, they're unfortunately a little bit fragile. They're better than Sony headphones of the same like general range, because whenever I'd go to Walmart, the Beats would always be intact and the Sonys would be fucked up. Like, and this is like me speaking of like around the time this movie came out, but the fitment on the ears was my big contention, and they just kind of
Judy
rest
Greer
on there
is the
rather. Yeah.
actor's name.
Okay.
Apparently, CinemaSins, for whatever reason, sins Ant-Man for having Judy Greer play a role that is ill-suited for her, what do you, what would you call it?
Uh, I don't know.
It's
Also,
ill-suited for her repertoire.
yeah. Also, are the parents like breaking up or something?
Yeah, they're going through a divorce.
Yeah. Well,
That's kind of
that would have
why.
been hilarious if these kids died.
Oh, come on. They wouldn't be able to sell this movie if the kids
I
died.
know they wouldn't be able to sell the movie if the kids died, but like imagine that. Imagine like you're having all your last breakfast as a family together, and then you send your two sons off to Jurassic World, and Gwen
Oh,
Stacy
hi,
gets them
Rachel
killed.
Weisz.
Oh yeah, I can't. I totally can read that in the sun. It's not like the displays on. Oh yeah, it's not like it's like 7 inches wide and the displays on the fucking 2014, 2015 iPad this would have been using were shit in the sunlight or anything.
No, wait, never mind. That's Katie McGrath, not Rachel Weisz. My bad. I'm stupid. He doesn't know what the meaning of the term slow down is. So, so Alex, at this point, I mean, the people of this world now live in a time where dinosaurs are a tourist attraction.
Yeah, why was the TV on in the room?
I don't know.
One thing I do remember her is like I I remember sort of that like the parents are getting a divorce and then that becomes completely fucking irrelevant and
Oh,
after a
hi,
while.
Gwen Stacy. Oh, hi, the one Gwen Stacy who survived.
Yeah.
It's interesting
What's her
how
natural hair color, by the way?
she's blonde.
So the one time they had a Gwen Stacy
Oh,
who was
never
naturally
mind.
blonde, right?
Oh, never mind. She's not blonde. She's actually naturally a redhead.
Fuck.
What?
So, Mary Jane was played by a natural blonde who had to dye her
Gwen
hair
Stacy
red.
was played.
Gwen Stacy was played by two natural redheads who had to dye their hair blonde.
Sadly, it's kind of sad how 14 years after a decade of two islands that are relatively obscure, or now everybody's just like, oh, cool, dinosaurs, neat.
We want to be thrilled.
They could just either. And one plot point that was completely skipped by the Nostalgia Critic review was BD Wong being an actual mastermind. You know what they could have done?
What?
If they wanted to make a genetic hybrid, they could have made an herbivore dinosaur.
Something that wouldn't try to eat everyone? Boy, why would you like not make your first test be like something small and friendly?
Because they don't want friendly dinosaurs. They want dinosaurs that'll scare the piss out of you.
But even the friendly dinosaurs sell toys. So if you eliminated the real dinosaurs, this is basically some of the museums that we have today. No, Mom's not paying you for babysitting. She's paying British woman for babysitting.
No. It's the aunt.
Oh yeah, the aunt. Oh yeah.
Claire is their aunt.
I was talking about the British woman.
Oh, the British woman is who she paid to watch them.
Okay.
Only by like 3 to 4 years.
Yeah. So. Cue up Cats in the Cradle.
You know, I find it interesting how in this movie
Brush your
Claire
goddamn hair, woman. Jesus Christ. Look at all the frizz going on it.
Yeah. I feel like she might have been in a rush to get her hair like that.
Yeah. It just, like, it reminds me of my hair, and I probably don't take as good a care of my hair as I should.
Right. And like I said, it's like she was in a rush to look as, businessy as humanly possible. I don't even think that's a word.
Business. No. but now it is. You just made it one.
I don't care if it's not an English a word in the English dictionary. It's just and
Where did you get that? But we why don't you sell those at the fucking park?
sad thing is Claire has an actual point here. She's like, don't you think that's a little insensitive? Because quite a few people actually died that day.
It's just a fucking it's
Ooh.
That's racist. Pepsi. So I was about to make that joke. Why do... Okay. Put the implant in something other than the goddamn head. How does that sound?
I think the head is what would what's
You can
supposed
put it
to
on the
instantly-
spine.
Yeah, but it's like the head is the most efficient from what I could gather based on the nervous system. Smooth. No, I'm serious. That was actually kind of smooth of her. She's like, yeah, I could see that coming a mile away.
Let's see here. Cinematographic process, red code raw, 6K, Panavision Super 70 in some scenes, and Super 35 in others. Credit where it's due, the fake grain texture looks a hell of a lot better on this than it does on X3 and Superman Returns. Creates a bit more depth of diffusion than the... I don't know, the scattering of salt all over the screen did in Superman Returns.
Anyway, as I was saying, one thing I did, that CinemaWins did point out that I was intrigued by is the fact that you know how Claire looks all like businessy and whatnot in this movie?
Yeah.
In the next movie, it's like she's more down to earth, casual. To which I'm like, that is an actual visual of her character development.
Maybe we could hire a helicopter pilot who knows how to pilot a helicopter.
Theoretically, he's supposed to. He's getting his license in 2 days. It's just he.
So Pilot's got British teeth. She has perfect teeth. And he doesn't have the same kind of whistling in his speech that she does.
This charming fellow is played by Irfan Khan.
Okay. Oh yeah, this aspect ratio is apparently 200-1.
I don't mind it.
No, if I had a choice between like this and
Nope.
Scope, yeah, definitely this. Gives it just enough of that wide feel without the sense of losing the height of the film that Scope gives you. We have to build the wall 10 feet higher. If we want to keep this Indominus Rex in and we need to build a wall. We gotta find a way to make it pay for it.
Oh dear.
Would have been nice if we would have seen that.
Reminder, this is skipping in like
Yeah.
14 years, so a
Well, this is...
lot.
Yeah, this is all... Well, why haven't we replaced this glass? Just a quick question.
Some part of me thinks it's like as a reminder or keeping clear.
Yeah, I get that. If you, like, put a new panel of glass on the inside and leave that one there where you can see it, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Why is it white? Oh my god, you can't go around asking why people are white.
What do you think, you dumb broad?
I think this... Yeah, this is one of the Super 35s, I think. Or the 70mm, because I can see, like, little specks of dust occasionally.
They really...
She ate it.
Sad thing is, that's actually a good valid point. Just like, oh god. I love the way she just expresses herself the moment and she hears Owen's name. It's like, oh god, that guy.
Yeah, that's actually good, like, showing without telling.
Yeah. And here we get an introduction to one of the best characters.
Here we get a recreation of Deliverance.
Hello, Blue, Charlie, Delta, and Echo.
It's really funny that Blue is tapping her foot.
And
After
there's
running.
our Star-Lord. I like the subtle differences between them. Like, it's obvious you could tell which one's blue just because of the stripe.
Yeah.
Everybody looks distinct. And Doug Walker, for whatever reasons, like, oh, there's nothing but CG in this movie, even though there is actual practical effects in this film. It's just, you know, better disguised.
Does come across pretty well.
And then we get our Kingpin. You embarrassed me in front of her.
I want to see this man just slamming the head of a dinosaur in his car door.
I swear, when I saw that scene watching the Daredevil Netflix series, I was like, oh, that
Kingpin. Yeah.
That makes him very intimidating.
Just imagine Kingpin goes to the Savage Lands.
Yep. Did you know that Vincent D'Onofrio used to be a bouncer at a Hard Rock Cafe?
That makes more sense than it ought to.
And the reason why he gained all that weight was for his first film role in Full Metal Jacket.
Huh.
He wasn't used to that weight, so a lot of what happens in that movie as a result of his lack of stamina is because of him and adjusting to that weight.
Huh. Okay. So that's like that's kind of like that aspect plus Arlie Ermey's ad libs. That's probably what makes that seem so natural.
Yeah. And D'Onofrio is what invented is who invented the Kubrick stare.
Huh. Terminate.
Okay.
We terminate the rogues. I think Luke Skywalker's gonna have something to say about that.
Yeah. Exactly. So I think that's like 4 to 5 MCU actors in this movie.
Look, okay, buddy. Also, let's. I mean, okay. Okay, I understand war is a part of nature. But at the same time, let's let's talk about this. This makes about as much sense as like Stalin's plan to create like the ape-human hybrid berserker. It makes about as much sense as Adolf Hitler's attempts to create like the fucking supernatural vampire divisions of the SS.
Oh, you mean like it actually like how it ended up happening in Helsing?
Yeah, it's like stuff like Helsing and Hellboy are built on more history than you would like to believe. Cause okay, buddy, as soon yeah, as soon as it he even looks like one of the guys from Deliverance.
And now we get a meme scene. I can imagine quite a few people recreating this scene with different animals. And they have.
When I had 4 dogs, I could recreate this scene, but I could never instill enough cooperation. 2 of them hated each other too much.
That felt like a Leon Kennedy move.
I was thinking Indiana Jones, but yeah.
Then again, Leon might have been inspired by Indy.
Get a. What? Okay, that's an editing error.
What?
He was up against the cage, and now he's
Yeah,
out here.
that's one continuity. That's actually some decent continuity from the earlier shot. With Blue just like looming over the new guy. But then he turns around and he's like, "Oh, she's right there."
Yeah, me personally, as soon as the pig was snatched up by one of the dinos, I would have just let go. See, this is what you do. You take one of the little ones. Oh, that's adorable.
They're all adorable.
I want to ride a Triceratops.
Dork pouch.
No, I don't mean that they're rowdy. I mean they're literally all animals. He only hangs out.
Aww.
He only hangs out with the
And
wolves. You
apparently,
know that.
CinemaSins pointed out something weird about that one girl's balloon, and they're like, "Oh,
Taylor Lautner, funnily enough.
even though there's a, even though there's actual,
Weights on them.
not only that, there are actual walking animal balloons that
Yeah,
exist in real life."
I've had those.
I love how they're mostly obscuring Rexy's model there.
Yeah.
Kind of builds up like, oh, what's she gonna look like now?
I wonder if their parents would like work things out after their kids have a near-death experience. Spoiler alert.
We don't know.
Yeah, they never actually. They're not recurring characters in this franchise.
Obviously not. Oh.
So, are you and Owen going to make little Star Lords together, or? Oh,
Or little
oh,
spider or people.
oh, Zoe Saldana. Oh, yeah, she is hot.
And you know, it's one thing that CinemaSins had sent.
She's also
Captain
blue and 8 feet tall, though.
Anyways, I say.
Sorry, go ahead.
So you know, so you know what CinemaSins had once sinned in uh, Captain America: The Winter Soldier for?
uh, I haven't watched that video in years.
There's one sin where he's like saying why, like, the fact that Robert Redford was in the movie and could easily outact people all under the table.
I mean,
And I'm like, how is that a sin for having a great actor in the movie?
yeah, that's not a bad thing, guys.
I think it like he's
Bungle.
supposedly sinning the movie for not having this actor be in more of the film than any of the actors that he doesn't consider to be as good.
I mean, yeah, they're no Robert Redford, but they haven't been at it for as long as he has, man. Robert fucking Redford.
And then and he also apparently tries to make like a sin and for supposedly Chris Evans being on a motorcycle because it supposedly happened enough times in films.
Kind of a man shows up to a date and board. That's something I would do. Or are you a robot? Actually, if you're a robot, I'm kind of turned on by that. I was very attracted to Summer Glau in uh, the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
And to think the last time we saw Summer Glau in a movie was Superman Batman Apocalypse,
Hmm.
where she voiced Supergirl.
Cool.
Sadly, it took until Injustice 2 to get Laura Bailey to voice her.
Yeah.
To which I'm like, why didn't this casting happen sooner?
Just,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh, yeah, this is the scene that was in all the trailers.
Yummy. You know, I think I can imagine why Spielberg didn't want to have this in any of the earlier Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want a repeat of the first Jaws film. I mean, come on. Can you imagine trying to make an animatronic out of that? And have it go in the water?
Yeah, I don't wanna.
88 teeth and all of them on the inside are like buzz saws. And Owen changed his shirt. You could just introduce them to, say, the Ice Age animals.
Yeah.
Because,
But
you know, that would actually educate people on things that aren't just dinosaurs.
what killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age. I definitely could say that. The two of them have decent chemistry. That.
So it thinks the claw is God.
So it's one of those aliens from Toy Story.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Strangers from the other side. Whoa.
Wow. The claw.
Is it weird that we could both do those voices?
I mean, that's probably like one of the first goofy voices both of us would have done.
No. You could always double check to make sure.
Send in a drone. Like a
Now maybe stay in the safe room where.
send in some kind of, I don't know, remotely operated thing.
You want to know what the worst part is?
What?
The fact that there realistically wouldn't really be all that a great service in an area like a Jurassic World. Look at all those trees.
They'd probably have to build their own towers.
Yeah, and even then, and the trees kind of get in the way. So it's a tropical area, so service would not be easy to find.
No, you have to build like big towers and ping the satellites around. And you'd have to
Hence
have
why
something
hence why
geosynced.
they were trying to close that deal with Verizon.
Absolutely, it could have at that point. If it managed to get that far up the wall, it would have been able to grab onto the, onto that strut and throw
Uh-oh.
itself out of there. Honestly, at this point, it feels like it's more sane if they,
Uh-oh.
if it actually had gotten out.
See what I mean?
That's somebody familiar. Oh, fat guy's about to eat it, isn't he?
He looks Paul Blart enough to be eaten.
Yeah. I like
Remember,
how they're not directly showing it.
Yep.
You're
Remember,
getting
the
like
best...
glimpses of it.
It's kind of how a horror movie would work.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that is brutal.
That thing looks like Godzilla. Like, it looks kind of like a cross between like Godzilla and the T-Rex. You know?
And it has actual thumbs. Oh, it's out of the cage. We're all royally fucked.
I think it would have made more sense if the thing had actually climbed out, honestly. Because it looks like it could have gotten there.
Yeah, but it's interesting how it actually planned this whole shindig. Like, it's smart enough to come up with a plan like this. Dude.
Go around it. Go around, go around. The thing is about to do the thing. It's about to do the thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
That
would have been pointless. Because there's no way a guy like him would be able to escape. Yummy!
Nom, 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 nom.
Oh no, this is... That's actually smart on his part.
Yeah, just completely overwhelm your scent with something incredibly noxious.
Yep. Because Claire did say that these things are sensitive to smell.
I think that's the sound of a frog, pitched down and slowed down.
Well, considering the animals that make up its genetics, that would make sense. I think I'm gonna take a nap now.
Alright, time to nuke the island.
For one dinosaur.
Wait, no, that's a stupid idea. They'll just create tentacle porn in like 20 years. Or 30 years. Wait a second, the Japanese were already making tentacle porn before World War II. What the fuck? That's true, by the way. This thing is 40 feet tall.
So, how many of these people do you figure are 2 days from retirement?
All of them?
Wow. See, now there's an animatronic right there.
With some good CGI enhancement, by the way.
Yes. So
it looks more like a living creature, rather than just a thing.
Mr. Fisk, I don't mean to tell you this, but these are not wolves. These are velociraptors.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hell no! My pet wolf, my wife attacks me with a fucking steak knife, and my pet wolf eats her arm. Nah, that guy's staying with me forever. I'm gonna treat him like a fucking king. Save my goddamn life. One of these things would be great against Daredevil.
Meanwhile, Daredevil then takes out all the raptors, or is by himself. He's like, okay, how the hell did he do that? He's blind, not stupid.
Okay,
I
but
still
what?
find it hel-
Okay, but what if we sent the Indominus Rex after this guy? Sir, I think that might cause more damage to our operations and the city as a whole than it would be worth. Is that Kate Mara? They're getting...
No, she wasn't in this movie.
That's weird, because that woman looks exactly like her. You gonna cry? You gonna cry your little bitch tears, bitch? Huh?
2 Christmases. Now what's going on there? Oh, nice little river scene.
Yes, and note how they don't have any of the predatory dinosaurs that would be more likely to want to take a bite out of the tiny, puny human.
Ooh, Star-Lord's not looking too happy.
Written and directed by J.J. Abrams.
Oh, remember, Steven Spielberg did the lens flare before Abrams.
Oh yeah, true. Why the fuck are you going after? Why can't we just make a new one?
Because they're idiots.
It's basically a giant toy. It's a giant toy with giant teeth. Just kill it and make a new one.
Remember how much of a high they're on with this theme park?
Yeah.
Do you really think that you think they're not going to be the slightest bit arrogant with
Well,
this?
I mean, considering these guys were stupid enough not to evacuate the park when... Yep.
Ooh.
That's the tracker, dumbass. Yeah, I was gonna say, it probably remembers where that happened. And it's like, it hurt a fucking lot. Am I gonna get dinosaur AIDS from this? I don't think you have to worry about that, 'cause you're gonna be dead soon. Hey, where'd that come from?
Oh.
Nowhere.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Yep. Dead.
Somebody should have brought a fucking, like, shotgun with them or something, you know? Hey, don't
Oh,
put a
yeah.
muzzle on me. I ain't into that kinky shit.
Yummy.
I think the CGI blood was a bit unfortunate. Oh, somebody actually did bring a fucking gun with them then. And it didn't work. Okay.
Well, yeah.
I think it's an apex predator invading a very squishy target.
Yeah, but the thing is,
It has no
like
natural predators.
yeah, but here's the thing, and the Indominus, as like he said, was raised entirely in captivity.
Yep.
So it doesn't even have any like
It doesn't have
even
any
know.
concept of that, yeah.
Yeah, it's learning concept pretty quickly. That's the problem. Suddenly, Owen ends up in an elevator with two other aliens, and the Mass Effect elevator theme plays.
Tall and tan and young and lovely, the dino from Ipanema goes walking and...
I wonder, and wonder what the. I'm guessing the VIP passes must have gotten them pretty far up in line or something.
Probably, yeah.
Because I could not imagine waiting in that line.
Oh, little brother knows exactly what he's fucking doing.
Oh, that looks neat.
Yeah. Hey, it's Burger Pants from Undertale. He actually does look like Burger Pants from Undertale.
Oh, oh. Li Shang is trying to escape.
Let's get down to business to, steal all of the dinosaurs.
You know, oh, I'm wondering if BD Wong is aware of the status of Li Shang being a supposed mimetic sex god.
So you're saying this was an accident? Did Norman Osborn spearhead this project?
stupid. Ah, that's precious.
You've been engaged in mad science for decades.
You've been married to mad science.
Yes, we know that.
Sad
You
thing is,
you
he's got
literally did ask for monsters.
You want to know what the sad thing is? He actually has a good point
Yeah,
in reality.
I was gonna say, it's like, hey, buddy.
No.
Oh, fuck you,
fuck
Jimmy
off.
Fallon. Why couldn't you have been Bill Nye back when Bill Nye was actually cool? And not a fucking shill. That's not funny. Oh, that's... Why? Horrible. Horrible trigger discipline, Jimmy. This
Well,
isn't funny!
you know, people kind of complain about the gyrosphere scene in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, where
Paint me like one of your French dinosaurs.
where Owen shoots out one of the part of the glass, and I'm like, you do know these things have been out there for pretty long without any maintenance, right?
Yes, changing in temperature will cause, like, rapid shifts in temperature over a long period of time will cause plexiglass to be incredibly fragile. Not to mention, bullet-resistant glass is not the same as 100% bulletproof. There's no such thing as a perfect shield. Everything breaks. Also, my dad put a plexiglass windshield in his Zuzu Trooper. And in the dead of night, in the middle of the night during the coldest day of the year, one of our ducks flew over the fence and smashed straight into his windshield, sending cracks all throughout the entire thing.
Yep.
Excuse me. And that was like quarter-inch plexiglass. That's some of the toughest shit out there.
Yeah, and we'll be getting to that when we get to Fallen Kingdom in a couple weeks.
So for as many problems as I have with Fallen Kingdom,
none of those problems are what CinemaSins says it is.
cause like plexiglass, it's still fucking plastic, man. Even if it was like some kind of super polycarbonate, hyper carbon glass, whatever the fuck it is that stuff. You know,
Ooh,
you can.
Still haven't gotten that deal with Verizon Wireless yet.
Yeah. Recruit a team of teenagers with attitude.
She just then tries to put on the Infinity Gauntlet. It's like, wait, my hand can't fit in this. Damn it! It's too small.
Gwen Stacy just picks up the Infinity Gauntlet, and somehow it fits.
No. Somehow it conforms to her hand.
Oh, yeah. Why is that open?
Because they're fucking stupid. Alex, we've established that this park is run by literal idiots. Wow. Just it kind of goes to show that Claire very much is emotionally and as not just physically but emotionally distanced herself from her family.
But they're ankylosaur. It's an ankylosaur. See the reflection of the fucking screen. Hey guys.
How's it going?
I want to play some Rocket League with you.
The Indominus ends up being one of the top players.
Indominus just gets play of the game and hey, that's not how you play Rocket League. You're gonna get an infraction for not participating in the game.
That's not how you drive, dipshit.
Boy, I suck at driving and I'm better at driving than you.
Yeah. Oh!
Oh, God! That was... Oh!
You didn't even eat the dinosaur. You didn't eat the Ankylosaurus. Except for the parts where you're not safe. Trying to reach the phone, but I can't. God damn it. Hey, what you guys doing in there?
Let's recreate the poster for that shitty Godzilla movie.
Except, it not be utter shit.
Yeah. God, they released that movie on 4K before they... Ah, yeah, see, look at that. We already know they're not impenetrable. It's almost like they set that up. I wasn't expecting a Jawbreaker to be this literal. Oh.
At least its jaw is flexible.
Okay, run to the hills, run for your lives.
I have to wonder, after chatting with Joseph yesterday, I have to wonder how many Iron Maiden songs he has downloaded. Jump! Jump! Damn it. I missed small children. I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time. And then they suddenly start recreating the dueling banjos scene from Deliverance. Hey, you were talking about Deliverance earlier. And plus, Rift Tracks kind of made a reference to that in their James Cameron Avatar or commentary.
Huh. Okay.
I thought there were blue cats in this. That was a bit from the Nostalgia Critic review of the Digimon movie.
Okay, you know, guys, can we maybe stop celebrating until we're actually like safe?
Basically, the joke was the fact that, for whatever reason, the Digimon movie starts with a skit of Angela Anaconda.
What? I've heard of that. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Anyway, and then Nostalgia Critic basically compares it to, oh, if the M Night Shyamalan Avatar movie opened with it's SpongeBob and the gang rushing to go watch it.
Ah!
Oh, there's an animatronic right there.
Oh yeah, you can tell. It's like moving the grass.
Yep. And like I said, the worst thing about the Indominus is that it's not even, eating any of these animals. It's just killing them.
It's like the Predator.
Because remember what was said about what was said in The Lost World,
What?
where it's like animals don't kill for sport, people do.
Oh yeah.
Guess what might have made up the Indominus's genetic coding?
Human DNA.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure there are laws against that.
Well, remember, or it's only mainly the T-Rex and the rest is classified.
Mm.
So what they don't know, they won't hurt them, supposedly.
Yep.
This is certainly a depressing bit in the movie. Where it's like that's the moment where she realizes that they're not just test subjects, they're actual animals. And
God damn it. The Brontosaurus just wants to eat. Eat some fucking leaves, god damn it. It ain't out to hurt nobody. Yeah, it's quite literally evolving.
yep. And meanwhile, I have a kitty cat next to me. He's not a very nice kitty cat.
Is he 12 feet long
No.
and secretly a tiger?
No. He's a small, fat, white cat.
How much was Jimmy Fallon paid for this?
Probably all of the money.
Probably way too goddamn much. Hey, can I have that tooth when you're done with it? That'd be kind of cool, like if somebody made teeth out of out of an animal's teeth like that. That's
What was that?
what? Oh,
What was that sound on your end?
that was me opening my jar of water.
Woman.
I'm gonna shove my hand down your throat if you do that again.
She's then like, would you really?
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
I'm mimicking one of the various thirst tweets. It's that I'm sure Jeff Goldblum has gotten.
Excuse me. Roll your sleeves down, then. Only instead of wolves, we've got, dinosaurs. Some want to eat us, and the other ones are so big they wouldn't notice if they stepped on us. That's the thing about gentle giants. They don't intend to hurt you. They just kind of
By the way, guess who
do by
produced the
accident.
score for this movie?
Who did?
I'll give you a hint. He produced the music for some of your least favorite Spider-Man movies.
Oh, Giacchino.
Yep. Though would you say his score is better here
Yes,
than it was?
I would. But
At least his score got better with time.
yeah. Like
In the
between
Spider-Man movie.
between like the original bits and the references to Elfman and Horner, he just fucking killed it. And the Batman was fucking great. Like his score for that is top fucking notch.
Shame the film isn't that good.
Eh.
Shame it could have been so much better, but no.
Yeah, I mean I'd rather that than they let like somebody like Ryan Johnson or what's his fucking name, him Alfonso Cuarón do it.
So June 10th is when in Jurassic World Dominion comes out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna end up seeing that, and when it does come out, I hope it's good.
I'm not gonna say if it is or it isn't, but that is so totally not gonna work as a torch. Also, hold that a little bit further from your body, dumbass.
You've seen way too many adventure movies to not think to do that.
That thing had to have been waterlogged. I don't care how flammable something is. If it's covered in water, it is not going to Oh, hey, it's the goggles.
Yep, the nostalgia goggles. Oh, and just remember when Screen Junkies was basically like saying like, oh, Mad Max Fury Road is the most amazing thing ever, or it makes every movie look mediocre in comparison in 2015. And I'm like,
Fury
really?
Road looks pretty good. I won't say that it necessarily looks better than this.
Or Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron isn't like as spectacular, you know. But maybe I'm just
We'll get to Age of Ultron when we start our
maybe
Phase 2 commentary.
Yeah, see, maybe I'm just kind of jaded the spectacle of, superheroes fighting giant robots now, but
And
like
we
I think
plan on having
I think Fury
superheroes
Road
fighting giant robots at some point or another.
I think Fury Road was more elaborate than Age of Ultron in its special effects.
I think maybe it was just the fact that we already had superheroes fighting giant robots in Days of Future Past.
Mm-hmm. And all of X-Men the animated series.
Well, reminder, I did not watch the animated series. The X-Men cartoon I grew up with was Evolution.
I still haven't seen X-Men Evolution.
It does some interesting things, including the fact that Logan is a teacher.
Yeah.
Or from on the get-go and not just,
Some guy.
some new guy.
Yeah. Well, he is like.
Oh, and he's also not trying to get into Gene's pants.
Yeah, yeah. I
Nor is
thought
there a love
I
triangle
always
between him, Scott, and Gene.
horrible trigger discipline for this allegedly professional soldier.
Well, at least he's still. At least they still have better gun. Well, at least they have better gun poses than, say, a Injustice 1. God, I hate Captain Cold's poor gun pose.
There are copies of Injustice 2 at
No, it's Injustice 2, not Injustice 1.
at the local closeout store for like 70% off, and that's still too much. Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
Yeah.
How is he stronger than you? Like, that is a statistical improbability.
No, I think he Alright, I'm not sure if he means like emotionally he's stronger or whatnot.
I'm not gonna call 100% bullshit on this, but I'm gonna call like around 65% bullshit on this. Yeah, I am gonna call around 65% bullshit because the Jeep is a very tough vehicle and it's easy to work on, but at the same time, it has been there for a while.
The way Captain Cold poses in Injustice 2, it's like he's holding in the gun way too close to himself. Like, hold on a sec. Look to the right. You'll see what I mean on this image. Do you see the way he's posed with that gun?
Yeah, that's... What the fuck, guys?
AAA Best Fighting Game Award winner. See, now her hair is gotten even more disheveled.
Yeah. Both of his feet together. Knee is not spread as wide as they should be. Body not even fucking bladed. Had to reduce target size. I mean, I'd have to see the rest of it, but that does not look like a very good pose for shooting a gun.
And plus, this makes his key poses look incredibly weak.
Yeah, you don't want that in a fighting game.
Even people like Cable or Noel, all from Blaze Blue, have better key poses than that guy. And sadly, it feels like they haven't really learned their lessons from Aaron Black in Mortal Kombat X, who also has a similar issue with his feet not spread apart, or and making his arm look very stiff. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, aside from his fingers having an occasional movement, his arm just sits there stiff. And plus, Mortal Kombat X has this problem of the drunken sway. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. They got a birdcage just like in Jurassic Park 3. And reminder, this is Isla Nublar.
You're aiming where it is instead of where it's going to be.
Yeah, Piccolo would call out that bullshit.
Or, Kingpin, can you stop massaging my
And
arm?
a nostalgia critic comments like, "You see those little dimorphodons?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I want to see more, or more flying dinosaurs like those." And I'm like, you do realize those were actually somewhat common back in prehistory. They're real dinosaurs. They're not fictional.
I would like to see more of those, though.
True.
Okay, now you understand why the general never flew into battle.
He
And now,
did.
yeah. And now you understand why people rarely survive helicopter crashes.
Especially in Resident Evil. If
Oh,
you're a
man.
helicopter pilot in Resident Evil, oh, then. And we've already got your funeral prepped
Yeah.
up for you.
Except for, like, the time Barry flew the helicopter in Resident Evil 3. And I think
Or when Brad Vickers flew the helicopter in
at the end of Resident
RE1.
Evil 1, but he did wind up getting killed in the end, so.
No, he got killed in Resident Evil 3, but he wasn't piloting a helicopter at the
No.
time.
Chris piloted a helicopter, like, once.
And
The
what's his
allegedly
face?
ace Air Force pilot just never fucking flies a goddamn anything.
And then what's what's his face from Resident Evil 5 flew a helicopter and survived.
Somehow I have a feeling that they wouldn't be going after these guys.
Oh god, it's a stick shift.
I actually have this Jeep in Hot Wheels form.
We should do something.
That's also a first. Hey, Tommy. I think the Indominus Rex has disguised itself as two kids in a Jeep.
How many do you think are going to die here?
All of them?
No.
Just the babysitter character?
How did you guess?
Because this is one of the scenes I distinctly remember.
You know, Zara's death in this movie was actually one that the actress herself did.
Huh.
Like they had her on wires and everything.
That's neat.
Guy's got to prioritize his margaritas above anything else. Ouch. Look at all those flying reptiles.
Flinosaurs, as I like to call them.
They're not even dinosaurs.
I think you're biting off more than you can chew, quite literally. Yeah, okay, you know what you do? You point the Triceratops away from the others, and you run.
Look at that. That's a villain's goatee right there.
Yeah. How did you find her?
I
Oh
think
yeah,
the
I
reason
remember.
why
I remember a bunch of feminists bitching about this scene for some reason.
some people bitched about it because, oh, she didn't do anything to deserve
Oh
this. I'm like,
no, none
they're
of
equal
them
opportunity.
did.
They're equal opportunists. Doesn't matter if they were good or they were evil or not. They
Also, this is a horror movie.
oh, inside the
People who,
mosasaur, she would
yeah,
get ripped to shreds.
yeah, people who get who. This is a horror movie about animals attacking. You don't you don't have to have like a reason for. In fact, it's almost better if the victims of the killers are people who you'd sympathize with in this, because otherwise you've got yourself shit like, oh wow, shit like, your typical your typical cliched slasher movie where you just have a bunch of assholes getting killed. And the thing is, I like the idea
Oh,
of
she gets a little trigger happy,
oh yeah.
and now her hair is even more disheveled.
Damn, I wish I'd have rubbed my face in her cleavage when I had the chance.
Oh, it's like her outfit gets dirtier, and her hair gets it's more and more disheveled as the movie goes on. And I'm like, that's a visual thing. Oh, that's my badass boyfriend.
That's Star-Lord. You may know him from the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Also that video game that was way better than the Avengers.
Did he just suddenly turn into Scar from The Lion King?
Yes he did.
One sec, I gotta use the bathroom.
All right. Obvious villain helicopter. Shut up, bitch. Don't be a bitch, bitch. Okay, let's... Why did you use a wooden bar to secure that gate? Looks like Owen Grady drives about as well as I do.
Oh, and so one other thing I gotta note is like, you ever seen the kill count?
For this movie?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So James A. Denise kind of says like things like, oh, we don't get to see Owen Grady do a lot of cool things. He's just said to be cool, and I'm like, did you not see him tranking the those flying reptiles
Did you not
earlier.
see him, on the fucking motorcycle riding with the goddamn dinosaurs,
No. That's before, or
punching
he.
Vincent D'Onofrio in the face?
No. Oh, oh, for God's sake!
Something going on?
Yeah, but unlike the Indominus, they've actually interacted with each other.
Yes.
They know what they are. And, it's weird how, and it's also weird how Jeremy can't even send Wonder Woman 84 right
How the fuck do you do that?
by misinterpreting a lot of the film's dialogue. Because here's the thing, it's not really the film's dialogue that's mainly the problem with the movie. Some of the bits could be much better written and whatnot, but
It's more the
there are the
plot.
plot. Exactly.
Doesn't have a good plot, guys.
And honestly, I feel like both Doug Walker and Jeremy Scott have ruined film criticism.
Honestly, film criticism was ruined long before them. It was ruined by Siskel and Ebert long before either of them were even a
Siskel,
thought.
Siskel and Ebert, or at least had standards and
No, they
integrity.
fucking didn't.
In some regard, they did.
Like their fucking Friday the 13th reviews and Silent Night, Deadly Night reviews, they're just embarrassing.
That's fair.
Oh, no, something is definitely getting in because the seal in that door has about an inch of daylight between it and the rest of the fucking door.
Yeah, I swear I feel like every person I've introduced to my Pokemon fic, I'm just going to end up asking them after reading the first chapter, what's Pokemon you'd like to see represented in this? Know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just wanted Peter the friendly Spinnerack.
Peter, the friendly neighborhood Spinnerack.
Oh, that's neat.
Giving them the meat from the Indominus so that they know what it smells like. That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's kind of how bloodhounds and whatnot track down on things too.
Mm-hmm. New guy. New guy is quite rightfully panicking. Just a little bit.
Oh yeah, this is a scene I definitely look forward to after seeing the trailer.
Yeah, this is still really cool.
Great cinematography too.
Yeah, it reminds me of the jungle speeder from Speeder Chase from
Star Wars.
Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
You know, some people thought that that when X-Men Apocalypse ended up getting this little thing, or I add a little bit where Gene's like oh, we can all agree that the third one is usually the worst one. And and even Jeremy Scott was like, oh, nobody was saying this by the time Return of the Jedi came out. And
Look, Bryan Singer completely earned the right to say that.
And even fuck, what was? All right, even though there are reviews from all the way back in '83 that have said yes, that yes, as these yes, the third film almost kind of where or the magic kind of ran out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do you feel about the fact that they're also going to be bringing back Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and Jeff Goldblum for Dominion?
I hope they do something good.
I would think they'd be able to do something good.
Oh, they kind of...
Because it would be an utter waste just to have them in for no reason.
Yeah, but they kind of did that with Jeff Goldblum already. Excuse me.
Yeah, but his was more like a cameo.
Yeah.
Oh, and yet another thing that's completely misunderstood in later on is just because supposedly it just because the Raptors communicate with the Indominate is that just means the whole Raptor thing was botched up. The subtle hint of them looking at Owen like, hey, so are we sure you're the alpha? That did some damage. Quite a few of them are going to get axed. But one thing that does weird me out about Dominion, how did Blue reproduce?
I mean, were there like male raptors that might have escaped from like the other island?
Don't forget that Nublar's dinosaurs also found a way to spontaneously change their sex.
Yeah.
So it's likely she might have found another raptor, or that got off the island or something, and made with them. Aw, Charlie. Oh, she wasn't even attacking him.
Guys, what the fuck? I almost goddamn had it.
That was sad. you?
Yeah, why haven't we gone home? Why the fuck haven't we gone home? Why did you smear barbecue sauce all over my window? Because that's definitely not blood. This is also definitely not an ambulance we bought on Craigslist.
At the very least, none of the people that the Raptors killed were, people they knew.
Yeah.
Or people they liked.
Okay, kids, close the door. One of you needs to close the goddamn door. Okay, we gotta get Cameron Mitchell in here to close the fucking door!
Ow. Ooh, cattle prods.
Oh, just stab it then! Great, now we can't track it if it gets up. Mom, I tased a raptor. What?
Hey. By the way, guess what I ended up finding on Amazon?
What?
A compilation of every James Bond movie up to Spectre.
Oh yeah, was that the Blu-ray set?
Yeah, the Blu-ray set.
Okay. Yeah. The only ones that doesn't have is...
I'm like, this set is expensive, but it's 24 movies.
Yeah. The only ones it doesn't have are Casino Royale and Never Say Never Again.
Ooh, is that foreshadowing for the Indoraptor?
Maybe. I wish they'd have just let Colin Trevorrow make the entire trilogy for this, rather than, taking him off of this to work on a Star Wars movie he never got to make.
I have to wonder why they did that.
Probably because they wanted to, completely fuck up Star Wars. If they had any sense whatsoever, they would have just had J.J. Abrams make the whole trilogy. It would have been generic as fuck, but it would have been at least decent. This isn't funny.
I thought it was kind of funny. She's like, actually, I have a boyfriend. He's like, oh, well, that just...
I'm gonna go kiss one of the raptors.
One of the male ones from Jurassic Park 3.
Maybe one of them will appreciate me.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We kind of need him for the sequel and the next movie.
Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. The most ironic restaurant venue in the entire world, considering Margaritaville is a song about alcohol abuse and how it's not good for you.
It's funny considering people say that Metallica is influencing people in the wrong way, and yet it's got a song called Master of Puppet. It's that explicitly it talks about the consequences of drug abuse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Also,
It's
Claire,
almost
how are you able to run on heels?
good fucking question. That will
I just have
come up quite significantly later in the fucking movie.
No, not significantly later, just a little bit later.
No, quite significantly, later in the movie.
Oh, right, gotcha. I didn't know if you meant significantly later or just, by plot significance. Oh my. Yep. That's the setup for the Indoraptor.
That sounds like a really bad idea and a great way to have the human race go extinct within a generation.
The funny thing is that there was actually a deleted scene of the that's supposed to that was meant to explain a scene in that it'll come up in Jurassic World from Fallen Kingdom.
Alright, Owen, time to German suplex a raptor. Literally biting the hand that fed it.
Yep. Nope. That's a whole lot of nope. Like, wait a second, you're not actually there.
It's not smart enough to realize that hologram isn't a real thing.
No, it was smart enough the moment it passed through it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh wait, you're not real.
Alright.
We have...
Have you ever seen the old show Dino Riders? No reason. Alright. I'm gonna get up on your back, and I'm going to ride you into battle.
I'm not sure if a Velociraptor like these could...
Would or could, yeah.
Oh, I think that looks like a practical.
Almost have to be, honestly.
Mm-hmm. See, the fact that they're not even attacking kind of shows that it wasn't a failure. It's just... they weren't sure. Like I said, none of the people they killed were any of the ones that they knew or liked.
It's trilling like a fucking cat.
Ow!
Ow, that hurt.
Now we got a bit of a recreation of the scene from Jurassic Park 1, where the raptors fight against a giant dinosaur, but this time the raptors are the good guys.
And the raptors are actually getting a little more of an edge in.
And also,
might have
trying to put up a fight.
Might have something to do with the fact that the Indominus is really fucking big, even compared to the T-Rex.
Oh dear.
Why was there a flare in the first aid kit?
I think it was meant to signal someone to come find them for first aid.
Alright. Still running in high heels, I see.
And
Not
she'll
say...
ditch them she'll ditch them in the
Yeah.
next movie.
I'm not saying it's impossible, I'm just saying...
Oh, come on!
Freud Raptor. Yeah. Only the best dying on Freud Raptor.
We lost the entire Raptor posse except for Blue. And I'm like, oh.
Quite unfortunate. They would have made incredibly lucrative action figures for the next movie.
Plus, they would have actually been pretty cool recurring cast members.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna release the motherfucking T-Rex next on this bitch.
Stop being a simp and do exactly what I tell you.
For as stupid as this scene is, it's kind of fucking awesome.
It's like we need something that'll take on the Indominus.
And what better than Rexy herself?
I'm a motherfucking T-Rex, bitch!
You do know that Doug had originated that song?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the new model for the T-Rex. Oh, God. Oh, thank goodness. It was just the,
Oh my god. Obviously you can run in high heels because she did it, but like it's not a great idea. I'd rather run barefoot myself.
Doug ended up getting John Bailey to narrate this scene at the end of the movie.
Old versus new, who will win?
And for whatever reason, he ends up having it where for some reason in what's his face? Grimlock shows up for no reason and seemingly blows up but doesn't manage to kill any of the dinosaurs. Jeez. If it wasn't for Blue's intervention that we'll see later, Rexy would have been dead. Also, still love the score in this.
Oh, yeah. There's some really well-detailed CGI here.
Yep. Here comes Blue for the save. Let's double team this bitch.
This is kind of like what the T-Rex versus Spino was intended to be.
Yeah, like I said, except
how's all that fancy shit help you now, huh? Getting your neck chomped on by a motherfucking T-Rex.
Why don't you go for a swim? Hey!
Oh yeah. This is definitely better to watch all in one sitting than in like parts across the span of several years.
Yep.
I have to say, this is better than Jurassic Park 3. Vincent D'Onofrio's plan was fucking dumb, but this is better than Jurassic Park 2 and 3, I think.
A lot of people say that about this movie.
I still don't think Fallen Kingdom was all that great, but
We'll get to that.
yeah.
There's definitely some great moments in Fallen Kingdom as well. It's just, And I'm sure there'll be some really good moments in Dominion, even if that doesn't end up being all that good. Because I feel like Jurassic Park is one of those movie series where even if its sequels aren't as good, they still have some great moments that people remember to this day. It leaves enough of an impact. And so the day was saved. Thanks to a Velociraptor and a motherfucking T-Rex. And Alex, I still think the clipless review of this movie by Doug was not all that good.
Clipless reviews are fucking stupid.
Yeah, but Doug supposedly did it because it's middle finger to the copyright people.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. I understand that sometimes you have to make some really stupid workarounds to make things work and things like that. It's still a dumb idea. Don't take it too far.
He then did one for Pixels. He then did one for Batman v Superman.
The Pixels clipless review was really good.
He then did one for Wonder Woman,
The
Suicide Squad.
The BVS, Wonder Woman, Suicide Squad, and Ghostbusters ones and Last Jedi ones, those were shit.
There was also the one for It, the one for Rogue One.
I still maintain the Pixels one was really good, but that was just because, like, Pixels, Pixels itself is shit, and I think like Doug and company are much more talented than Adam Sandler is at making comedies. Adam Sandler needs to just like relegate himself to being a dramatic actor.
Because he can do drama, just like how
he can do comedy too, but
Jackie Chan could do drama too, but most people know Jackie Chan for action.
Yeah. I wanted to see a remake of The Godfather where Jackie Chan plays the Godfather, and he's supposed to be Italian still, so none of the dialogue is changed.
And you know what its movie does surprisingly demonstrate Jackie Chan's ability to do drama?
What?
The 2010 Karate Kid movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was actually really good.
And it's a shame that Jaden Smith kind of ended up tanking his own career with.
Jaden Smith was not particularly interested in being a movie star, I don't think.
Yeah, but Will Smith insisted. He's not even that good a voice actor. I've seen him voice act, and I'm like...
you're talking about that Netflix anime.
Yeah, where he and Jude Law were in. I'm like...
that was really fucking weird.
It was.
You don't deserve this big Toblerone. Bought you a big Toblerone. Yeah.
Nice somber reprise of the Jurassic Park theme.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I definitely say that this was a great return to form for the franchise. Wouldn't you say so?
Honestly, like in terms of all of the movies that did stuff like this, it's better than The Force Awakens. It's better than the Ghostbusters remake. It's leaps and bounds better than a bunch of this stuff. What are the other ones? Fuck. Pick a fucking Terminator reboot.
Yeah. It's between Genesis and
Dark Fate.
yeah, Dark Fate.
Terminator 2 is available on 4K. It's one of the worst 4K masters of all time. Terminator 4 is on 4K, but you can only get it. First off, it's only the theatrical cut, and you can only get it from the UK. Genesis is on 4K, but it's Genesis, and so is...
I sadly have all of the Terminator movies on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I have T1 on Blu-ray. T1 had several good Blu-ray releases. Like the early Blu-ray is pretty good. The remaster is pretty good. T2 has like 2 good Blu-rays and a bunch of shit ones, and the 4K is not very good. Salvation, T3 has one that's like decent, but like Warner Brothers fucked up the release, so they had to re-release it. Because they like interlaced it, and it doesn't fully decode properly unless you put the audio, like the picture-in-picture audio commentary on for some fucking reason. Let's see. What's the thing? What's the thing I was thinking of? Oh yeah. Yeah, you can't get Salvation, the director's cut on 4K, and the director's cut is actually pretty good. Like, there is some noticeable improvements from the theatrical version. And then you have Genesis and Dark Fate, where Genesis has John Connor be played by some Cole Meany-looking motherfucker, as opposed to, like, somebody who might resemble Christian Bale, even though it is supposed to be a sequel. Like, fun fact, Terminator 1 through 5, like, despite how fucked up the whole timeline is, they are all still, and how fucked up the connection is they are all still connected. And then, like, the only real reboots the series has are Sarah Connor Chronicles, which that was pretty good, but it had some shitty special effects that kind of take you out of it. And then there's Dark Fate, which the best part about that movie is Junkie XL's score.
Wow, they wasted Tom Hulkenberg on that piece of shit.
Yeah, he did a great rendition of the Terminator theme for it too, and it's a goddamn shame.
So, and apparently Doug Walker was not a fan of the fact of Justice Smith's character in the next movie, it being, not exactly all that brave.
Who's Justice Smith?
He plays He plays the character Franklin Webb in Fallen Kingdom, and he's also Tim Goodman in Detective Pikachu.
Okay. Oh, wait a second. Is that's like the main character from Detective Pikachu other than Pikachu?
Yeah, Tim Goodman.
Okay. I gotcha. I mean,
even though it was kind of a race swap from the video game, at least he did good in the part.
Yeah, no, he's perfectly fine. It's not like one of those situations where they made the character into something that it was just that was just like insulting to everybody involved, you know?
Yeah. One of these days we'll get to doing Detective Pikachu.
Yes. Maybe we can do it as a double feature with Pokemon Forever.
Alex, we're never doing Pokemon Forever.
But but, but, but.
That movie is a piece of shit. It has god awful CGI, and its ending is one of the most half-baked things I have ever seen.
But.
But what? But what? Go on. No. We're not doing that movie.
Oh, yes.
No. No, we fucking aren't. You can't make me. You cannot make me. What?
I know I can't make you.
Good. So next week we will be doing X-Men Origins Wolverine, followed by Pokemon Movie 3.
Yes. Never has anybody been as, enthusiastic to watch X-Men Origins Wolverine as we have.
I'm not.
Why not?
Because that movie is a piece of shit.
It's still better than X-Men 3.
No.
Are you sure?
It's worth. Yes.
X-Men 3 is garbage.
Yes, but this is even worse or smelling garbage.
I mean, like, you're comparing, like, the movie that basically is the only coherent origin for Wolverine to the absolute butchering of the Phoenix Saga.
Right. Because that was totally coherent and it totally looked better, even though it looked arguably worse.
And more coherent than the fucking comic.
Anyway, we will see you all next week.
Bye.